Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead talk about some stuff. Let me make sure everything is set up correctly. I am live. Okay. Alright. Let me turn this down. Turn this over here. Alright. What's up you guys? In this stream we are going to talk about protein, cutting macros. We're going to talk about skinny fat physique. We're going to talk about some other questions that you guys actually submitted. Now you guys can actually submit them by just DMing me on my Instagram, which should be right down there somewhere. Chris_Pinedo. You guys can submit any of your questions that you want me to answer here on the stream. I'm going to make videos, separate videos as well, if you guys can't make the stream. So if you guys want your answer, or if you guys want your questions answered, make sure to submit them by DMing me. So I'm gonna go ahead and warm up real quick, then we're gonna answer our first question, which is about protein macros for cutting. So let's go ahead. Right now. Alright, really quick again, I'm going to post this to my Instagram. Going live. Oh yeah. Ask me some questions. Alright you guys, so the first question we are going to be doing, again today we are doing this workout down here, workout I'm doing. This is from Greg Knuckles. It's the Average to Savage program. So we're going to go ahead and do that workout today, but first we're going to go ahead and talk about the first question. Again, if you guys want to check that out and submit your own question, they will be on my Instagram. DM me, Chris_Pinedo. All right. Cool. All right, you guys. So the first question is actually from John. And so the first question is actually from John, and his questions are: what should my protein macros be for cutting? So John is trying to lose weight. I believe he's 200 pounds and he's trying to cut down on weight. He's trying to lose some weight. And so he's wondering if he should eat like very high protein, very low protein, like what's the recommendation, right? And so when cutting, obviously you're supposed to be in a calorie deficit, your calories are low, you're gonna be eating less and you're gonna feel hungry, right? And so what I recommend for everybody is to have a higher protein intake than normal, than if you were to be bulking, for example. And this is because protein, just naturally, eating a lot of protein just makes you feel a lot fuller, okay? And so protein is the most satiating macro of all the three: protein, fat, and carbs. I don't know if you ever try to eat like 11 ounces of chicken breast in one sitting, but it's pretty hard. It's very filling. So that's reason number one why you should always eat more protein when trying to lose weight. It makes you feel fuller. The second reason is because you want to maintain as much muscle mass and strength as possible while cutting. And since calories are low, you don't have enough calories, right? You're in a calorie deficit. So being able to maintain your muscle mass is very important while cutting, and having more protein is a great way to do that, or at least to make sure you're maintaining as much muscle mass as possible. And so my recommendations for protein macros while cutting is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, all the way up to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And that is one of my recommendations. A lot of other people recommend that amount. Like Mike Matthews, he recommends even 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight in pounds, obviously. So if you can go high, do it. If you can't go too high, at least try 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That should help you, especially while you're cutting. So yeah, again, keep protein high while you're cutting. It's very important. And yeah. All right, cool. So that's question number 1, you guys. Again, that was protein macros for cutting. I'm gonna go ahead and start my bench press set, and then we're gonna go ahead and answer the next question. And again, if you're just joining, just getting some peeps in, I believe. Let me see. All right. First bench press workout. Yeah. All right. So this first, again, our first question that we answered was the protein macros for weight loss, for cutting basically. And go ahead and post that in the chat so you guys can see my response if you're just coming in. Oh yeah. You guys are just joining. Answered question number 1. Protein macros for cutting. Answer. Oh yeah. All right. So there's the first answer in case you guys weren't here for the beginning, but if you were, we're going to go ahead and answer the second question in a second, which is about 10K steps per day for weight loss. So that's what we're going to talk about next. So let me go ahead and hit this set and then we'll go ahead and answer that. still warming up. This is 185 pounds. Gonna hit it for like 3 reps, and then we're gonna go into our first working set. Bench feels good today. Okay, so we got 185 on here. It's gonna be 195. 195, and then so we're doing 200 pounds. And I know the weight might seem light. Like I do lift a lot heavier than this usually, but this workout program right here is actually like 5 days a week, full body with varying intensities for each day, each week, different weights each week. So if you come watch a stream, basically you'll see me doing some form of bench press or something, and that is why the weights are kind of low, because if you bench press super heavy every single day, especially if you're training like I am, you're not going to progress really well. So if you think the weights are light, they're light for a reason, at least compared to my 1 rep max. So there's a reason for it, I promise. Let's go ahead and change that, boy. All right. Alright, so we're going to do our first set here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead, 215. I thought we were doing, 1 second, y'all. I thought we were doing 200 pounds today. Might be wrong. Might not. Go ahead and change this. Oh, we are doing 215. All right, I was wrong. 215 for 4 reps. Okay, 215. My bad. Pretty solid. That's 1 set. All right. Cool. All right, now we're gonna answer question number 2 of this live stream, which is 10K steps per day. So give me 1 second here. Question number 2, 10K steps per day for weight loss. Okay. So question number 2 is from Kyle. He's asking if he should basically walk 10K steps per day for weight loss. And so this is something that I've actually been doing for the past couple of months. And about a month ago, I've actually released a video about my under desk treadmill from Go Plus that I recommend, because I was running a lot and it was interfering with my recovery. And so I started walking a lot more, especially in that final month of cutting, trying to get 10K steps in per day for weight loss. 1, I do recommend that because 1, it doesn't impede any recovery, right? And two, walking doesn't really like take a lot of effort. All it does is that it takes a lot of time. And so let's go ahead and break down 10K steps, okay? So really quick, I wrote this down earlier. There are about 2,000 steps on average per 1 mile, okay? So 1 mile equals 2,000 steps, okay? And on average, there's about 100 calories burned every time you walk at least 1 mile, on average. And this might be different for you and how much you weigh, how fast you walk, and stuff like that. But basically, if you walk 5 miles, right, that's roughly 10,000 steps. So 5 miles equals 10,000 steps on average, depending on how, I don't know, depends on a lot of stuff. These are just basic numbers, okay? And so if you burn 100 calories per mile on average, 5 miles equals 500 calories burned. And so this is important. This is why 10K is that like magic number, because there are 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. If you reduce that, right, by 500 calories per day, that comes out to 1 pound of fat loss per week. That's why people recommend 10,000 steps per day. If you subtract 500 calories per day from your diet, or you burn 500 calories per day from your diet, that means you're gonna burn at least 1 pound of fat loss per week. Let me try to clear that up. Hold on. Let me just answer this one more time, okay? Because I forgot to put the damn question scene on, okay? So I'm gonna restart, but okay, sorry. All right, so Kyle. Okay, so our next question is from Kyle. He is asking if he should do 10,000 steps per day for weight loss, okay? And so I'm gonna break this down for you, for those of you who are wondering why 10,000 is like the magic number for weight loss, okay? So, thing to know, number one, there are about 2,000 steps on average per mile. Now, this is different if you have, for everybody, because of different stride lengths and all this stuff, but on average, there are 2,000 steps per 1 mile, okay? And on average, again, there are 100 calories burned walking 1 mile. On average, you burn 100 calories, okay? So basically, if you walk 5 miles times 2,000 steps, because there's 2,000 steps per 1 mile, that's about 10,000 steps, okay? So 5 miles equals 10,000 steps on average, okay? Now, if you multiply the amount of calories burned per mile times 5 miles, right, that's 500 calories, okay? Now, why is this all so important? Well, there are 3,500 calories roughly in 1 pound of fat. If you burn 500 calories per day from walking 10,000 steps per day, you're going to lose 1 pound of fat per week simply by walking 10,000 steps per day. Now, obviously your diet, and you have to be eating a calorie deficit, and all these other things have to be in order, but this is why people recommend walking 10K steps per day, because you are burning 500 calories extra on average per person per day. Times that by 7, that's gonna be 3,500 calories that you're burning. That's 1 pound of fat per week that you're losing. Now, imagine like stacking that on top of a normal calorie deficit. You are gonna burn a ton of calories. You're gonna lose fat a lot faster, and it doesn't impede recovery. All it does is that it takes a long time. But this is why I recently posted that video on Go Plus, the under desk treadmill that I have. That's how I like to save time and make these videos for you and all this other stuff. But if you have the time, go out and walk 10K steps per day. You don't even have to walk, just be more active, get those 10K steps in per day, and you will see a lot more weight loss, I promise you. Now, obviously if you're eating 7,000 calories per day and expecting to lose weight just by walking 10K steps per day, you're not gonna do that. But highly recommend you guys getting more active. Kyle, get more active, walk those 10K steps per day. It may not solve all your problems, but it will definitely help. So hope this section helps. If you guys want more questions answered, check out the plug below right here. Submit your questions at my Instagram DMs. Cool. Thanks for submitting that question, Kyle. Let's go ahead and hit this next bench press set. All right. Easy sauce. All right. Sick. All right, if you guys are just joining in, if you guys want your questions answered, go to Instagram, submit them there. But we already answered protein macros for cutting. I just answered the 10K steps per day for weight loss question. So I'm gonna go ahead and post that in the chat here in case you guys missed it. If you missed the answer, so I'm gonna go ahead and post it. These are thought out in advance, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna post the answer to the second question. So question 2 came from Kyle. 10K steps per day for weight loss was his question. Answer are these the following. Let me make sure these are all good. Alright, now I know I can't format them that well, but these are the basic answers. Alright, cool. So those are the answers. Make sure to check that out. Each dash is like a new line. I can't format it, or I don't know how to format it. But yeah, that second question about 10K steps per day. Basically, if you want to lose more weight faster, walk 10K steps per day. It burns about 500 calories. 500 calories lost per day in a week span helps you lose that extra pound of fat per week. Assuming you're eating the same amount of calories every day and you're in a calorie deficit, you're just gonna burn that many more calories, which means you're gonna lose weight a lot faster. And walking in general really isn't that big of a, it doesn't impede your recovery at all. So that's why walking is a great form of cardio. That's why I got my under desk treadmill. But yeah. Hello, my one viewer. If you have any questions, leave them in the live chat. Definitely answer them. We are still on our bench press right here. Where am I at? Where are my fingers? Right here. We are on set number 3. We're about to do set number 3. It is hot in here. You guys see this? Hopefully I can move this. Got my laptop and stuff right here. Let me see if I can show you. All right. Got my AC over here. Feels great. And we have about 2 more questions here today. Our next question we're going to answer is about cutting or bulking first if you are skinny fat. And then we have someone's asking what the best squat rack is under $500. So that's what we're going to answer next. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and hit this next set, and then we'll go ahead and answer those questions. So we've got 215 pounds on the bar. We're going to go ahead and try to hit 4 sets. I'm going to turn up the music here real quick. Got my AC on. Feels great. Right now. If you guys are wondering why I'm in such an energetic mood, I don't know, man. I like streaming. Like, whenever my first stream that I had, a lot of people were coming in, and they were, not a lot of people, like 3 people came in and asked questions, and I was like, whoa, this is cool. So I like that. So that's why we're still answering questions and stuff today. All right, I'm gonna see if I can answer this next question in 2 minutes or less. All right, we're on question time. Okay, next question. Where you at? Next question. Assad. Okay, he sent me a DM on Instagram saying these are his stats. Okay, so he wants to know if he should cut or bulk first. He is skinny fat. So if you don't know what skinny fat is, basically when you are skinny fat, you don't really have any muscle on you, yet you're not really like fat or big or anything. You're skinny, but you have no muscle or definition to show for it, basically. Okay, and so Assad says he is 140 pounds. He's a complete beginner, no training experience, and he has a 35-inch waist. He's asking if he should cut or bulk first. Okay, and so with these stats, you guys, 140 pounds is not big at all, really. Pretty small, to be honest. Like, you could put on a lot more weight. Assuming that you're like not really small, like not small height-wise or anything, you should be fine putting on some weight, especially if you're a complete beginner, man. No training experience, complete beginner. You could be eating in a surplus, a slight surplus, right? And still building muscle and losing fat at the same time. Now, this is because you're a complete beginner, no training experience. If you bump up those calories, man, 10% surplus above maintenance, whatever that number is for you, you could see some serious results, man. I wish I was a beginner with no training experience. You could see very fast gains, man. So let's go ahead and take your weight. Actually, we should do this first. So let me use my calculator here. Let's do 140. That's your weight, right? 140 pounds times 15. Now this is assuming you are lightly active, like that fits most people. So 140 pounds times 15, that's about 2,100 calories, right? So you want to eat anywhere about like 2,200 calories, 2,300 calories per day, man. You're gonna see a good amount of weight loss. You're not gonna get super fat or anything. You're just going slightly above maintenance. You're gonna see a lot of strength gains, assuming that you start following a good strength training routine. In fact, if you aren't, I highly recommend Bigger, Leaner, Stronger by Mike Matthews. You can find his programs. I reviewed him a bunch of times, but again, this is if you're completely beginner, no training experience. I believe you should bulk first. At 140 pounds, I don't think you're gonna have a lot of fat to lose, and if you do lose fat, you're gonna be very, very skinny and even have less muscle and strength to show for it. So definitely bulk first, in my opinion. Not a super high surplus, just a small surplus, and you should be golden. If you have any other questions, again, DM me right down here. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit this next set. So let's get to it. All right, let me go back to the live scene. All right, this is set number 4. Set number 4, bench press, 215, 4 reps. Let's do it. Nice. Whew. Very nice. All right. And if you guys are just joining us, go ahead and type in the answer to question number 3. Assad. cut or bulk first? He is 240 pounds. No training experience, beginner, cut or bulk first. Definitely bulk. Answer, definitely bulk first. Slight 10% surplus because you, and as a beginner, see, build muscle and lose fat at the same. Highly recommend you don't cut at 140 pounds. You won't have much muscle mass to show for it. Oh, all right, that is question number 3 of our live stream. What we're gonna do now is answer our 4th question in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom really quick, but I will be right back. All right, we are back in action. Let's go ahead and go to workout music, huh? All right, that's 4 sets, I believe. All right. All right, we got 5 sets. The goal was 6, but I don't think I could have got 3 more reps after that, so we're gonna cut it off there. That's what reps and reserves mean. So let me go ahead and update this for myself. Only got 5 sets here. Got 5 sets there. All right, now we're gonna do pause squat. All right. Okay, next question. This is our final question of the day. Comes from Eric. He's asking what the best squat rack under $500 is. Ooh, that's a good question. Well, you know, it's actually that guy right there from Rogue Fitness, man. Rogue SML1 squat rack. Okay, so the Rogue SML1, I've done countless videos on this. Not countless, I did 2 videos on this. One main review video and a frequently asked questions video, because I always get questions about this guy. But if you're looking for something with a small footprint for your garage, this is one of the best high quality options you can get. I know during Corona it might not be in stock, but I've seen it the past couple of days be in stock still. So if you guys can get your hands on this, do it. Definitely get the spotter arms. So the spotter arms, if you guys can't see that good, I'll put it in I'll put a picture of it in the editing process. But essentially the spotter arms are essential in my opinion, because if you're stupid like me and like to push yourself too hard and you don't think and you feel like you might die by doing bench press alone, like obviously I'm alone here, I'm not with anybody, so if I didn't have the spotter arms and I couldn't get the weight up, I might die. So if you're in the same situation, get the spotter arms if you can. Highly recommend that. But yeah, I do overhead press, squat, you can do rack pulls in this thing, bench press, pin press with the spotter arms. Super high quality rack, man. Under $500 too. I don't think you can get much better than the Rogue SML1. The only con is that it does not come with a pull-up bar. If you want something that comes with a pull-up bar, there are options. As the SML2, I'll leave links to both down below. Once this stream is over and I process the video portion, I will should be links in the description for this guy. But definitely pick up the Rogue SML1, best squat rack under $500 from Rogue Fitness, made in America, great quality. So if you guys can get your hands on that, do it. But yeah, that's the best squat rack under $500 in my opinion. So yeah. All right, you guys. So if you guys want me to, so those are all the questions I have today. We answered 4 in today's stream. If you guys want me to answer any of your questions, go ahead and leave them again. Where we at? Down here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream today because that's all the questions that I have, and I don't have any live chat questions at the moment. So if you guys want me to answer any questions or want to see me work out and ask questions in the future, make sure to join the stream or send your DMs. I will answer all your questions. So yeah, all right guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next stream.